hello, and welcome back to Simple English Chat. I'm Mia, and with me, as always, is my wonderful co-host, Leo.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. Thanks for joining us today.
Today, we have a fun and easy topic for you. We're going to talk about something we all do every single day, our morning routines.
Yes, that's right. We'll share what we do when we wake up, what we eat, and how we get ready for the day. We'll use simple words, so it's easy for everyone to understand.
Exactly. And don't worry if you hear a new word. I'll go over some of them at the end of our chat with simple meanings. So, let's jump right in, Leo. Why don't you start? Tell us about your weekday morning. What time do you usually wake up?
Okay, I can do that. My weekday morning starts quite early. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. My alarm clock rings, and that's my signal to get up. I don't like to hit the snooze button too much, because then I feel like I'm rushing.
6:30 a.m. Wow, that is early, Leo. I'm not a morning person at all. So, what's the very first thing you do when you open your eyes?
The very first thing? Well, I usually stretch a little bit in bed. Just a quick stretch to wake up my body. Then, I get out of bed, and the first place I go is the bathroom. I brush my teeth and wash my face with cold water. That really helps me feel more awake.
Brushing teeth and washing face. Good basics. Do you take a shower right away, or do you do something else first?
Yes, I usually take a shower right after I wash my face. A warm shower helps me feel clean and ready to start the day. I don't stay in the shower for too long, maybe just 5 or 10 minutes. I try to save water.
That's very thoughtful of you. So, after your shower, what's next? Do you get dressed immediately?
Yes, I do. After my shower, I dry myself with a towel, and then I get dressed. I usually pick out my clothes the night before, so I don't have to think about it in the morning. This saves me some time. I put on my work clothes, usually a shirt and trousers.
That's a smart idea, preparing your clothes the night before. I should try that. What about breakfast? Is that a big part of your morning routine?
Oh, yes. Breakfast is very important for me. I never skip breakfast. After I'm dressed, I go to the kitchen. I usually make something quick and healthy. My go-to breakfast is oatmeal with some fruit, like a banana, and sometimes a few nuts. I also make a cup of coffee. I need my coffee.
Oatmeal and coffee, a classic breakfast. Do you eat it quickly, or do you take your time?
I try to take my time, but not too much. I usually eat my breakfast while I check my emails on my phone. It's a way to slowly start thinking about work. And I listen to the news on the radio sometimes. It's a quiet time before the busy day begins.
That sounds like a peaceful start. So, after breakfast, what's left before you leave for work?
After breakfast, I quickly clean up my dishes. Then I grab my bag, my keys, and my phone. I make sure I have everything I need for the day. I also check my appearance in the mirror one last time before I walk out the door. I leave my house around 8 a.m.
8 a.m. So you have about an hour and a half from waking up to leaving. That's pretty good timing. How do you get to work, Leo? Do you drive, take the bus, or something else?
I'm lucky, Mia. I live quite close to my office, so I walk to work. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk. I enjoy the walk because it gives me some fresh air and a little exercise before I sit at my desk all day. It's a good way to clear my head.
Walking to work sounds lovely. No traffic, no crowded buses. That's a real bonus. So, that's your weekday morning routine, Leo. It sounds very organized and efficient.
Yes, I try to be organized. It makes the morning less stressful. But that's my weekday. Now it's your turn, Mia. Tell us about your weekday morning. What time do you wake up?
Okay, my turn. Well, as I said, I am definitely not a morning person like you, Leo. On weekdays, my alarm is set for 7:30 a.m. That's already an hour later than you.
An hour later. I knew it. Do you jump right out of bed? Or do you hit snooze a few times? Be honest.
Okay, I'll be honest. I definitely hit the snooze button. Maybe 2 or 3 times. My bed is just too comfy. So, I usually actually get out of bed closer to 7:45 a.m. I know, it's not ideal.
Well, at least you admit it. What's your first step once you finally manage to leave your cozy bed?
The very first thing I do is open my curtains to let some light in. I think light helps me wake up. Then I head straight to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and then I usually take a quick shower. I like to feel fresh before I start my day.
So, similar to me with the bathroom routine. How long is your shower usually?
My shower is also quick, maybe 10 minutes. I don't like to waste water either. After my shower, I dry my hair and then I get dressed. I also try to pick my clothes the night before, but I'm not always as good as you, Leo. Sometimes I'm still deciding what to wear in the morning.
It happens to the best of us. What about breakfast, Mia? What do you usually have to eat?
Breakfast is a must for me too, but I keep it very simple on weekdays. I usually have a bowl of cereal with milk, or sometimes a piece of toast with jam. And, like you, I need my coffee. I make a big cup of coffee, and I drink it while I eat my cereal.
Cereal and toast are quick options. Do you do anything else while you're eating, like check your phone or read?
Yes, I usually scroll through my social media or read some news headlines on my phone. It's my way of slowly waking up my brain. I don't like to rush my breakfast, but I also don't have a lot of time. So, I eat fairly quickly.
And after breakfast, what's next for you?
After breakfast, I quickly wash my bowl and mug. Then I grab my bag, my laptop, and my water bottle. I always make sure I have my keys and phone. I usually put on a little bit of makeup, just some mascara and lip balm, and then I'm ready to leave. I leave my apartment around 8:45 a.m.
So you leave almost an hour later than I do. How do you get to work, Mia?
I take the bus to work. The bus stop is only a 5-minute walk from my apartment, which is nice. The bus ride itself takes about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic. It's not too bad, and I usually listen to music or an audiobook on the bus.
So, you use your commute time to relax or learn something new. That's a good way to use that time. It sounds like your weekday morning is a bit more relaxed than mine, even with the snooze button.
Yes, maybe a little. But I still feel like I'm rushing sometimes. So, that's our weekday morning routines. Now, let's talk about the best part of the week, the weekend. Leo, how does your Saturday or Sunday morning differ from your weekday morning?
Oh, the weekend morning is a completely different story, Mia. It's much more relaxed, as you can imagine. First, I wake up much later. I don't set an alarm clock on the weekends. I usually wake up naturally, around 8:30 a.m. or 9 a.m. Sometimes even later if I'm really tired.
That sounds glorious. An extra 2 to 2.5 hours of sleep. Do you still jump out of bed? Or do you take your time?
I definitely take my time. I usually stay in bed for a little while, maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I might read a book or just lie there and think about my plans for the day. It's a very slow start.
Reading in bed, that's a luxury. What about your morning routine in the bathroom? Is that different too?
Not much different, actually. I still brush my teeth and wash my face. And I still take a shower. But everything is slower. I might listen to some music while I'm getting ready. I don't rush anything.
And breakfast? I bet that's a big change on the weekend.
You are absolutely right, Mia. Weekend breakfast is my favorite meal. I love to cook, so I usually make a bigger breakfast. Sometimes I make pancakes or waffles, or maybe eggs with bacon and toast. And I still have my coffee, but I enjoy it more slowly. I might sit at the table and read the newspaper, or just chat with my family if they're around.
Pancakes and waffles. That sounds amazing, Leo. So, you spend more time cooking and eating breakfast. Do you do anything else special on weekend mornings?
Yes. After breakfast, if the weather is nice, I might go for a longer walk or a run in the park. Or I might work in my garden for a bit. It's a time for hobbies and things I enjoy, not just getting ready for work. I don't feel any pressure.
That sounds like a perfect weekend morning. So much more relaxed and focused on enjoyment. Now, it's my turn to share my weekend morning routine. As you can guess, it's also very different from my weekday one.
I can only imagine. Do you also wake up much later, Mia?
Oh, absolutely. On weekends, my alarm clock is completely off. I let my body wake up naturally. This usually happens around 9 a.m. or 9:30 a.m. Sometimes even 10 a.m. if I had a late night. It's the best feeling.
That's a true sleep in. Do you also stay in bed for a while, like me?
Yes, I love to. I usually stay in bed for at least 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour. I might scroll on my phone, check social media, or just enjoy the quietness. Sometimes I even watch a short TV show episode on my tablet while still in bed. It's pure relaxation.
Watching TV in bed. That's definitely a weekend treat. What about your getting ready routine? Is it slower too?
Yes, everything is slower. I still brush my teeth and wash my face, but I might take a longer shower. Sometimes I even take a bath with some bath salts to relax. I don't rush dressing either. I usually wear comfortable clothes, like sweatpants and a t-shirt, especially if I'm staying home. No need for work clothes.
A bath sounds very relaxing, and comfortable clothes are key for the weekend. What about breakfast? Do you go all out like me with pancakes?
My weekend breakfast is also a big deal. I love to make a special breakfast. Sometimes I make scrambled eggs with cheese and toast, or I might make a smoothie with lots of fruit and yogurt. And of course, a big cup of coffee, but I drink it slowly, maybe while reading a book or listening to a podcast like Simple English Chat.
Good plug there, Mia. So, you also enjoy a more elaborate breakfast. What else do you do on a weekend morning?
After breakfast, I might go for a walk with a friend or do some light cleaning around the apartment. Sometimes I go to the local market to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. Or I might just relax on the sofa and read or watch a movie. It's all about doing things I enjoy and not feeling rushed.
It sounds like we both really value that slow, relaxed start to the weekend. It's a nice reward after a busy week.
Absolutely. So, let's quickly talk about the main differences between our weekday and weekend routines. Leo, what are the biggest changes for you?
For me, the biggest differences are the wake-up time, much later on weekends. And breakfast, it's a much bigger, more special meal. Also, the overall pace. Weekdays are fast and focused on work, while weekends are slow and focused on relaxation and hobbies. I also walk to work on weekdays, but on weekends I might walk for fun or exercise.
Yes, the pace is a huge one. For me, the main differences are also the wake-up time, much later. And I hit snooze much less on weekends because I'm not worried about being late for work. My breakfast is also more special and takes longer. And I definitely don't take the bus to work on weekends. Instead, I do things for enjoyment, like meeting friends or going to the market.
It's clear that both of us appreciate the chance to slow down and enjoy our mornings when we don't have to go to work. It's important to have that balance, I think.
I agree completely, Leo. It helps us feel refreshed for the next week. So, that was a look into our morning routines, both during the week and on the weekend. I hope it was interesting for everyone listening.
I hope so too. And for our English learners, we try to use simple words to describe our daily lives.
That's right. And now, as promised, I'm going to quickly go over some of the words we used today, just to help you remember them. Okay, let's recap. Routine. This means the usual way you do things. For example, my morning routine is to wake up, brush my teeth, and eat breakfast. Alarm clock. This is a clock that makes a sound to wake you up. My alarm clock rings at 6:30 a.m. Snooze button. This is a button on an alarm clock or phone that stops the alarm for a few minutes, so you can sleep a little longer. I hit the snooze button 3 times. Brush your teeth. This means to clean your teeth with a toothbrush and toothpaste. I brush my teeth every morning. Wash your face. This means to clean your face with water and soap. I wash my face with cold water. Shower. This is when you wash your whole body with water from a shower head. I take a quick shower every morning. Get dressed. This means to put on your clothes. After my shower, I get dressed. Breakfast. This is the first meal of the day, eaten in the morning. Breakfast is the most important meal. Oatmeal. This is a hot cereal made from oats, often eaten for breakfast. I like oatmeal with fruit. Cereal. This is a breakfast food made from grain, often eaten with milk. I usually have cereal for breakfast. Commute. This is the journey you make to work or school every day. My commute to work takes 20 minutes. Walk to work. This means to go to work by walking. Leo walks to work. Take the bus. This means to travel by bus. Mia takes the bus to work. Relaxed. This means feeling calm and not worried. Weekend mornings are very relaxed. Hobbies. These are activities you do for fun in your free time. Gardening is one of Leo's hobbies. Sleep in. This means to sleep longer than usual in the morning. I love to sleep in on weekends. Pace. This means the speed at which something happens. The pace of my weekend morning is slower. Efficient. This means doing things well and quickly without wasting time. Leo's routine is very efficient.
Wow, Mia, that's a great list of words and definitions. Thank you for that. I'm sure our listeners will find that very helpful.
You're welcome. I hope it helps everyone understand our chat better. So, that's all for this episode of Simple English Chat. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed learning about our morning routines. Maybe you can tell a friend about your morning routine too. It's great practice for your English.
That's a fantastic idea, Leo. Remember to keep practicing your English every day. We'll be back next time with another simple chat. We would really appreciate any feedback you have for us, good or bad.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time.